Welcome to Sunday, folks. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for the lurk, Leo Sis. Appreciate you hanging out. Ronan Kai, haven't seen you in a little while. And big thanks going out to B. Ramsey and Sweet Sandy for tier 1 subs. Sweet Sandy at 13 months, Lucky 13, and B. Ramsey at 10 months in a row. 10 months coming up on that big Space Keystone badge soon. That's awesome. Welcome to the Citadel, folks. This is a 4-year-old Minecraft server. My name is Joel Duggan, and we've been working in this build, this medieval town, for a little over a year. And it's starting to really come together. And we've been working up on the second level the last couple streams. Baudet subscribing at tier 1 for 29 months in a row. Holy smokes. Has it really been that long, Baudet? Wow. I asked that question when clearly it has. Unless Twitch is lying to me. It is 100% that long. Sweet Sandy with 100 bits wanting a hype train. Hype train kicked off 80% through level 1. If you want that hype train emote, then you're going to jump in with 100 bits, a tier 1 sub or a Prime Gaming sub, and you got 4 minutes to make up your mind. How are the pancakes? Pancakes were awesome. They're always good. They're always good. Fun little trick the last couple weekends. I had to switch to table syrup. I couldn't find any affordable, really like nice table syrup, like nice maple syrup or anything like that. And I used regular table syrup, which was on sale. But if you throw a little bit of rum in your table syrup, especially like a spiced rum, it's really, really good. So I've been doing that. Nice treat. My coffee is very hot, so if you hear me blowing on it, I apologize. But it's fresh. All right. What do I got going on for inventory? Let's just stock up on the things we know we're going to need. Probably those. We need to make some more stone bricks here. Got some stairs. I think we're good for those. I want to put a roof on this other build, so we will more than likely need our stairs and slabs, and we're gonna need some more whole blocks here. And we'll grab more stripped as well. Hunter 555, how's it going? Thanks very much for the 100 bits. And welcome Input Window. The guy from Twitter. That doesn't narrow it down. Sorry. I hate to not make you feel special, but I'm the one from Twitter, not something that narrows down the field. Especially since I started doing the spawn chunks. The amount of people that @reply me on Twitter, like, I can't keep up. So what conversation did we have on Twitter that I would remember? Do we want this to stay the same shape and height is another question. Helpful. Helpful 118. Really helpful. It does make me realize we need some sort of lampposts out here. We need some sort of way to hang them. I'm really jealous. I was watching Iskall85 do his Vault Hunters playthrough, and the lanterns in that mod pack, they hang like on a post, and they even swing if you hit them. And they look so natural. They look exactly how you'd expect them to look in Minecraft. Yeah, do I want this other thing to be bigger? How many blocks is this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a fun trick, by the way, if you ever want to figure out how tall something is going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Using scaffolding to kind of like give a height marker. Yeah, I don't want it to be too tall because then it's going to compete with this. Like if we added a second floor, the roof is going to compete with this, and I don't want it to be anywhere near as tall as the mountain. So I think we'll stick with that. About the shaders. Oh, yeah. If it's been a while, then I probably wouldn't remember. Again, not to sound like I don't enjoy my interactions on Twitter. I do. It's just that they just don't tend to be things that I can remember super frequently. I think this just go up by 2. Level 1 complete with 500 bits in from Nessie also. Thanks so much, Nessie. Welcome in. Good to see you again. This is the middle, so that goes there. And I didn't bring any spruce. Grab that. I wish there was an easier way to get sub-stacks, you know? Like I wish you could pick up like 8 or 16 at a time rather than just half. If that makes any sense. So 1, 2. Right, we've got that. I think I'm going to try something different on this one. Let's go for logs and see if a stripped spruce log will look okay. And we're going to need more than 8. Cosmic Dancer says that's not enough bits. You need more. 3,000 bits from Cosmic Dancer. Thank you so much. You can make bells look like lanterns. Yeah, but they don't give off any light. That's the issue there, I find. I'm going to try something different here. I want the ridgepole of this to be a full block. Let's see what this looks like. How far do we want to go? I feel like we can go just about as far as we want. Be careful with some of this. I might end up moving this. Good that we tested this. I forgot that this was going to intersect. Oh, that looks okay. That looks okay. Oh, I installed a new mod today, which is just a quality of life mod, but it's something I really like from the modded series. It's called Nessie, I think, or Nestle, and it adds a nice smooth animation when you're changing views, which I think is really cool. This still flips, but that does an animation, which I think is kind of cool. I am the guy from the Spawn Chunks with Pix Riffs. That's me. It's almost time to sleep. I'll use this time while I'm waiting to remind people what we're working from. These are a bunch of builds that I like that we are kind of basing this build off of. The purpose of this is kind of like a captain of the guard's house or a garrison house, because this is going to be a parade square, or kind of like not a military, but like the guards are going to be in and around this area, I think, a lot. So it's not necessarily a house, it's more like a guard kind of area. But we're going to leave this up because it's one of my favorite images from that concept board. So people can kind of get a gist of the style, and the overlapping roofs is basically what I like so much about that image. And so we're hoping to repeat that here. I don't think I like the log. We'll have to try it with some decorations, but probably not something we're going to do a lot with. I also want to try bone blocks. And I don't think we need that many. Is it a kingdom? No, it's more like a town. There's no castle. Oh, this is not going to have any bone blocks at all. Did I start that too high? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's right. Maybe we'll end up putting bone blocks in the bottom too. I feel like this might have to be a little bit different. Because there's really only going to be a couple of blocks here. Might not be worth doing. Yeah, that feels like it should be lowered, doesn't it? Well, we've got 2 of these, so the good news is we can try out one design here and decide if we like it. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? Although it looks a bit funny on the sides. So we'll have to figure out what's going to happen down those sides. Level 2 hype train complete. Thank you so much for the support, folks. Really appreciate it. Enjoy those emotes. I got what looks like a koala bear or something. I can't tell. Or a sloth? Gopher? I don't know. It's the one that people are using in chat, whatever that is. Is it a puppy? I can't tell. So that might be just too many colors, you know? We might want to switch to a full stripped oak log for the tops of these. But we'll add some more texture to it and see what's up. Also, I can get rid of all this now. These were just a way for us to quickly mark out what this is going to look like, as my inventory is full. Okay. Yeah, I like it better. I just don't know if it matches what we're trying to do. The only thing. I don't know why I'm carrying a crafting table, but sure. Bones. So let's just do the roof and see where we can get with it. It's a Shiba dog? Really? Wow. Not to, you know, throw shade at the person that worked on it, but it didn't strike me as anything recognizable. So this is starting to feel boring with this many blocks in a row, so we're going to have to try and come up with some way of making this a more interesting roof. I like the idea of the wall sort of being here. We may not need these marlins. We'll go this way, move some of this. Now some of this is obviously going to be torn out. But really, like, we can go as long as we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe? Oh, I don't know if I want third person Elytra. How do I not have that be a default thing? Because I don't have Elytra yet in the mod pack. I wonder if that's something I can change. Hold on. I think that pig just fell off somewhere. Nope. Does the Nessie one have? So it's got to be the better third person. Name player on interact. No. I mean, it's cool for cinematics and stuff, but like, how? I can still steer, but this is hard. I'm so used to first person Elytra stuff. Oh. Yeah, that's, we might have to figure out how to change that. Does anybody know if that's that's the better third person mod? Because that didn't seem to be something that I changed. And I don't remember putting that on this list. Symbol. If I go do anything with the ridgepole, it'll be strip dark oak if we keep it as a full block. I like the spruce slabs. I just want to do something a little bit more ornate with them. Can't really see what I want to see from over here. Yeah, this is gonna be annoying because I use my Elytra to like gently jump down off of stuff. So on my first break, I'll have to take a look and see if I can't eliminate this. Like, I can't even see where I'm going. I'm not going to use slow falling potions. Why would I do that? You can't turn them off. You have to wait for them to run out. Jan Schrott, thanks. Appreciate the compliment on the emotes. I need to do more. I'm behind in my own. Yeah, I don't think I'd want it to be any bigger than that. And if we look at it from above, putting it out here means that it extends past this tower, which will make it more interesting. So let's go with 13 for now. It's a little bit longer than this one. There's not a whole lot of room inside of these, so we'll have to figure out if there's a way. I might be able to do something with the like dormers or something. I just realized I don't have my reference images up for me. Yeah, we can probably come up with something. Yeah, like it's not, the camera's not turning. Okay. You know what? We're just going to do a little bit of quick science here. I imagine it's probably the better 3D. But any mod that automatically does something for you without you asking it to is not a good mod in my opinion. So give me 1 second. We're just gonna disconnect. Thankfully, it doesn't take long for me to bounce back into Minecraft. There we go. We'll do a quick test flight here to make sure that was the mod causing the problem. Because I don't have any settings for Nessie. No, it's Nessie. Dang it. That's too bad. I like the animations, but I do not want to be in third person when I fly all the time. Just F4. All right, well, we'll do that again. The realities of putting in something new before you test it on stream. All right, hopefully that worked. Yay, okay, what I wanted. I'm just so used to flying like this now, I can't imagine doing it any other way. Oh, there's a config file for all of those, but I haven't had the opportunity to really mess with it much. Like I said, I only just added it before the stream because I really like the smooth animations in my modded series, but I don't have an elytra there, so I didn't know that the elytra was going to be that problematic. Oh, too far. If you do bang pack in chat, there'll be a link to the mod pack for the other series, and Nessie is linked along with better third person. So if you want to look at the mods yourself, They should be in the top section that I added to Better All of Fabric 5. I mean, this is not a modded series. I just like having a couple of client-side mods to make life a little bit easier, especially as a content creator. Hence, you know, like being able to show you guys what I'm working on with the map, you know, like that kind of stuff. Spruce, I want dark oak. No! Aha, you fell in the moat. Serves you right. I hear you have survived. Not for long. I was in the middle of doing something here. I'm gonna have some water in the moat. Yeah, there's originally I kind of liked the idea of it being just like a pit, because you see that a lot. But I need to do more of the texture. Like I haven't done the texture work for it, so I want to do that. And I don't think we're gonna fill it very much. Maybe, I think the idea was like 2 blocks at most, so we can have some seagrass and stuff. And then over here, you'll see there is a planned waterfall and canal that hooks up. And this actually goes underneath here and then comes out over here. Right? So that's where the moat is gonna come in. Oh, it was stairs that I ran out of. I thought I ran out of blocks. Oh, and these had to be dark oak, I think. So I'm just copying what we've got going on. There's no real plan for these things to look a specific way. So I'm just going to do what we've got going already, and then we'll build out from there. Can I reach that? I cannot. So chances are this is going to be either solid or it's going to come out farther, so there might not even be a door here. But that's essentially what we're looking at from the outside. And I guess we can just throw in some cobble. Say this is where the building ends. So again, it's the right height. It doesn't compete with this. It doesn't compete with this. It makes the tower feel quite tall because this isn't super tall. And one of the reasons I want a different color on that roof line is because you see that we've used dark oak planks here and dark oak planks there, and I like those. And if this was dark oak planks as well, these really start to bleed together, but because we've got that different look to it, they stay separate. So you get a very clear silhouette of the tower and a clear silhouette of the build there. I'm glad we moved it because having this wall here is also very good. It really helps. We might want to make this more of a stone bricky type thing just to match what's going on here, but we'll get to those little things later. Try not to texture too much because I want to make sure I've got everything in the right place first. But as far as some texture changes on this, we could potentially have this be a little bit darker if we had trapdoors. And that becomes a little bit cooler looking. It's more interesting than what we've got going on. Of course, as soon as I back up to show something, it's getting dark. Let's put in some more of these. Oops. I really do miss the Optifine ability to have light emitting from a torch in your offhand. Sventoslav, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. You're welcome. That's one of the main goals about this build is to do a lot of overlapping, and every time I'm coming around a corner, I'm thinking about it like I'm composing a drawing, you know? I'm on the wrong building. I just went autopilot to the wrong side. I want to leave this as brick, and then I'm wondering if we can do something like this along here. I think I might like that better. There's that look. Or this look. I like that better. Are you an artist as well? Not sure about the ridgeline. I know that this one over here worked out well because it's dark oak. Sorry, not the ridgeline, the ridgepole. And obviously having it on the end is a better idea than starting on the one inside. We started in farther on that one. I don't know. It would be useful if these weren't like Hershey chocolate bars. I do kind of wish there was a better or a different dark oak texture for the planks. Your wood blocks in the Stonecutter mod, is that a bespoke or can I find it somewhere? I've been making tons of stairs and would love that functionality. It is something that I can give you on Discord. It's a data pack. I made it, but I made it with a tool. I am struggling to remember the name of it. We've linked it on the Spun Chunks podcast before. It's a website where you can go and create custom recipes. And in that recipe data pack builder, Cosmic's got it. She's got it. That's the link. That's the link, Ronan Kai. Go play with that. So what I did was I can just give it to you if you want. Just drop me a line on the Discord. But it took a while because you have to do each individual recipe and then download each JavaScript file. And then you just put them all inside of a folder and call it, woodcutter. And then it just allows you to put stuff in the Stonecutter. And you have control over this. And I made everything vanilla with the exception of we get a little bit more trapdoors. So like if I do trapdoors, I get one trapdoor from one spruce plank as opposed to 2 from 6. So I've increased the yield quite a bit. And it's the same thing with stairs. We get 1 stair per block. But that's the only real like advantage to it. Most of it is just straight up time. It's just easier easier to do. And you can do it for all kinds of stuff. Like that's how I made the rotten flesh to leather smelting in a furnace thing. Was I used that website for it. It's really useful. And they're data packs. Like they're not. It's not like you have to run modded. It's very simple. Not an artist, but an appreciator of art. Cool. Well, good to know. Yeah, I don't know. Do we like the subtle ridgeline? The slight change with the little up part here at the end. We'll put trapdoors on that. If we keep it like that, we would do the trapdoor thing. I'm tempted to make that a full block rather than just a half block. Because one idea we have, do I have my iron out here? I don't think I do. Grab some of those. Because I've used those in other places. Somewhere. Over there. I find this is the really hard part when you're doing like construction and design at the same time. You really end up with a lot of things in your inventory. Let's go with maybe 3. And then that'll be a stair. Of course, we need full blocks for those. And then a stair. Nope. Does not look good. Rabelais, hello. How's it going? If anybody wants to share the stream and bring in a friend, then there's a tweet out there at Joel Duggan on Twitter. Have a custom roleplay model data pack on my server. Familiar with time consuming? Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. I wished I need to find some better RP mods for the modded series. I want a little bit more like player progression, you know? I wonder if what the problem is just the fact that it's a stair. Maybe if we just use the trapdoor, it'll be enough. It's a little bit more subtle. This is in the way. Smurf subscribed to tier 1. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think you're already in the Discord from your epic support on the Citadel Cafe, Smurf, but thank you so much. Welcome in. 3 months. That's the Water Keystone badge. Yeah, that's not bad. I sort of want to put another trapdoor underneath it, maybe? This is me just not having done enough kinds of roofs in my time. That's not awful. Wonder if they're both... What if they're both Hershey bars? I'm gonna make everybody hungry. Welcome to my stream. Par for the course. Roofs are a big challenge. They're still pretty tough for me too. I think the thing about roofs, the easiest way to wrap your head around them is to build them in stages. So rather than going to something super fancy, like this one down here with the dormers and stuff in it, I didn't build it with the dormers first. I built it as just a flat, simple roof. And so we'll be adding textures and layers to these. But the easiest thing to do, yes, you have to build it a couple of times, but it's easy just to get the shape in and then add in the different windows later, you know? And I'm still leaning on bone, I think. I know I said I was going to leave this for a stream or so, but I'm still leaning on bone for the top of that. A dark oak trim with a granite roof. I can see that working. All right, let's switch the trapdoors over here. I'll try a different color on the log as well. Where are they? Do I not have any? I don't have any. Isabel Jensen and Alley-oop 926. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate it. Wow. I think I mentioned this last time, but without Optifine and torches, you get real dark using dark oak at night. See, now that looks too dark to me, right? See, it blends in. So it's either that or we can do slabs and see what that looks like too. I feel like the slabs might be the way to go. I think it, I don't know. It definitely has to be a lighter color. Problem with the slabs is it creates a tangent there I don't like. So we'll leave it as dark, as spruce for now. We could try oak, but I think that's going to be too unfinished looking, but we'll give it a go. We do have oak here. I should put those away. This is the trial and error of like not having a build all finished and done in creative and then just redoing it, which is, I don't think that's fun for me. I much prefer going through the creative process live on stream. Definitely gives a lot more texture. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I think I like it better. I think I like it better than the spruce. What might be worth checking out is acacia, actually, which I don't have out here. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it's Minecraft. You have the ultimate undo button. You can undo and redo all kinds of stuff. So you might as well give it a go, right? I'm running dangerously low on acacia wood. I might have to go on a mission sometime soon. So what I do in these situations is because I know I like this better than this, we'll remove this and we'll put the acacia down and then compare the one that we like with the new one. And see if that helps. Having gray up there might work too. Barrels, I think, might be too busy. You know? Not bad. I think whatever we do up there, we are going to have a chocolate faceplate on it. Cosmic is on board with the acacia. I mean, we know birch won't work. Not in love with the end part. It's the only bit that I'm not crazy about. I wonder if we could put... Maybe we can cheat the acacia. And go with... It's a good block to go with this. Nope. Trying to think about what to put on the edge of the acacia. There's stairs we have. Oops. maybe the solution is just to have extra acacia, but I think out of all of them, I think the gray stone bricks is probably the best. That might be too much to come out that far. The reference images don't really go too much past lines. The thing about having reference images sometimes is that they end up doing things that are kind of like half blocks in Minecraft, and we don't really have that ability, you know? There's no vertical slabs. Yeah, I don't know what the solution is there. That's probably the best one. Especially if we put another trapdoor on top of it. And I think I like that design better over there, so we'll continue that over here. And this, I guess I could have made this bigger. Oh no, because then it would have got taller. So depending on what we decide to do here, we could add on to this building. It doesn't have to stay so plain. So we could potentially come in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so maybe we end up adding something onto it like that. Oh, whoops, that's wrong. Yeah, that could work. Matthew Zhao, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. So yeah, I think we're going to go with the acacia. And I don't think I have enough. I'll have to check my storage room, but I don't think I have. Don't think I have much. I guess one way to... Normally I don't like doing this because we've got these trapdoors, but I could save the block inside and not have it be acacia, but the problem there is that then inside it looks funky, so I'm gonna leave it even though we're hiding it all from the outside. Good spot for a break, says Cosmic. Yes, indeed it is. I'm just going to get the other acacia from somewhere and finish off the ridge of the roof. I wouldn't mind taking a quick fly around to see if it looks okay. We can make a few more of those. I find with the wood, you end up going through it so quickly now that they've added the stripped oak and stripped logs to it, because you end up using the whole log rather than breaking it down into parts where you get more for your money, you know? Whoops, that's the wrong block. Jimmy the Bearded Goat. Welcome in, and thanks very much for the sub. 4 months, currently on a 4-month streak. Enjoying that water keystone badge. Really appreciate the support. Glad you're enjoying the content. Uh-oh. I'm out of trapdoors. This is where this data pack comes in very handy. Is getting extra trapdoors when you need them. I think that looks all right. Obviously, we have to fix this side. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think that means we'll probably end up doing something on the top there that's gray, but I don't know if we're going to do stone or if we're going to do spruce, because I don't know if I want to add another whole block to the roof. Druid Jen, hello. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Imagine that, but also right there, which is nice. But see, like, I don't think I want to add another full block to that, so we're going to have to come up with something else. I might end up putting some stone supports in this. I don't know. I thought I had a stone ridgeline on one of the other blocks. No, it's the stone ridges that go up the cathedral and stuff. I've kept pretty wood focused on a lot of the other roofs. There's not a lot going on for stone. One of them does, though. I know the church does. This one's got a little bit. No, I guess we didn't do the typical stone roof thing. Yeah, that looks unique, but it looks like it's inspired by this area here. Cool. If you're new to the channel, I take a break about once an hour. It is about that time. I need to reheat my coffee and maybe grab a snack. You should too. It's Sunday. Get yourself some munchies and we'll be back with more Minecraft in just a few minutes. All right, let's move that other ridgepole over to this build as well. Keeping things consistent. I have enough acacia, should be fine. Thank you, Cosmic. And happy birthday, Druid Jen. Hope you're doing something fun to celebrate. No real celebrations. I guess it's hard sometimes with COVID and everything. You gotta take your celebrations where you can get them. I do find that the trapdoors make this a little bit busy. Why I wish there was a different texture for them. Oh, I missed one. Of course I missed one. I missed two. Glad I checked. Hey, Mama Tats. Good to see you. Thanks for the lurk. All right, so that takes care of, I think, those two. We'll obviously want to change that top thing to something else. I'm going to go with andesite slabs just for a gut kind of intuition as to what I think might look good for now. Because the main thing I want to get done today is incorporating the courtyard and the wall. But I wanted to make sure I had these shapes kind of finished first. We might have to break this up with some other texture, but for now, I'll leave it like that. We'll have to have some sort of tie-in. I feel like we'll have to bring the gray down into the roof somehow. I'm not exactly sure how, but we'll have to figure that out. Maybe that's the one that we can put iron bars on. But I'd say overall, successful roofline adjustments. We just have to finish the gable on this, and I'll fill in the backside. And then I want to work on the curtain wall connections. Thanks, Jimmy. Appreciate it. Now this We'll go right here. And this side, for now, I think we'll just, I don't even have enough cobble. I think we'll just throw in cobble. Played on your Xbox 360 last July. It just takes practice. You gotta remember, like, it, just like anything else, especially when I started streaming. Like, when I started streaming, all of a sudden I'm playing Minecraft every weekend. 8 to 12 hours a weekend. It's really the only time I play is when I'm streaming. So, like, you can build up some hours logged. And if you're approaching it every time like you want to get better at it, then you will just get better at it. Is that where I want that to be? I guess so. We may adjust that to be something different later. Time to get some errands done. Ronan Kai, that was my week. That was my week. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck. Hope the errands and the adulting is over soon, like a band-aid. Rip it off. Get her done. And enjoy the rest of your day. Raj on Twitch, hello. Yep, I think that is looking substantially unique and interesting. I'm really looking forward to having the wall be on 2 different levels, so that'll be fun. But in this particular case, I think having the wall come in this deep is probably a mistake. And I think that we're going to want more room along here. So I think we're going to have to push this out a bit. And I think we might have to overlap this. I don't know if this is not large enough, so I want this to be like a courtyard of sorts. And I'm not sure about that. I wonder, why does that come out? Why did I make this come out here? I guess because I wanted to be able to walk along it. These might not stay. I might want to have a cooler looking area in here, because this looks like it has a center block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it doesn't. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I kind of want to push this out by 1 more. Would that be terrible? I don't think that would be terrible. I think that's a little bit more room. Plus, it means that we can treat this like a proper square, right? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. And let's go with maybe andesite. Did I bring any andesite? I don't know if I did. It's a texture pack. I've got diamond and netherite tools. Go. Of course. Inventory is full. Let's just grab the whole thing. Have you looked to see what's underneath West Hill in 118? No, I have not. I have not. Chances are I probably won't. I don't know if I'm going to do any mining or exploration. I think I'm going to do it elsewhere. I'll probably end up doing some sort of like dwarven thing in the medieval fantasy world, and so that way I'll dig there, right? I'll probably look around for a really cool cave. I'm just going to do this so we can mark off a clear area. This might not be the right texture. And I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that for now. Just to kind of indicate that I want to do something cool with this courtyard to make it feel special. We've obviously screwed up on these. We might want to change that. But I like that feeling here. We'll probably end up having a transition here, or maybe not that far along. Maybe we cut this back to here. So all this is going to be out this far. It does feel really wide here, so maybe we'll start pulling back in this area. Yeah. That feels a little bit better. And it does go up and down a little bit here, so we'll have to consider where we want to put those stairs, on what section. So really now it's going to be a matter of redesigning this flow so that it comes to meet this particular section. And if memory serves, we have to do these in specific ways. So yeah, I want the stairs to be on the end if we do any sections of 2. And they're better off in 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually it's 5 or 3 are good sections. But I think we're going to change the length of a couple of these because we don't have nearly as far to go. And so we'll have to decide how long we want this one to be. So if we have, is it stone stairs? It is stone stairs. That works out pretty well. Although I did not realize that that was going to create that kind of a problem. So maybe we do have to go a little bit farther. And that's the opposite problem. Still feels just a tad claustrophobic. So if we move this over by 1. Yeah, okay. So then that goes away. Don't know what I did along these walls to make them feel less jumbly, but I guess I really just kind of lived with it. Cosmic Dancer, thank you for being absolutely phenomenal and a wonderful moderator. Really appreciate it. Can we get some love in chat for the mods? Things that sometimes folks don't see in the chat because moderators stay on top of things. All right, so I need to switch up this inventory here. We no longer need any of this spruce. At least not for now. Bones. Lots of those, lots of these, and plenty of you. And we'll grab a few more of you as well. Right, Hunter? You gotta be on your game if you wanna get to something before Cosmic. All right, so this is a long section here, and I kind of want to figure out how far. And unfortunately, I've built this roof. Oh no, I guess we can see what's going on. That's good. So this section here feels really long. I don't think I want this to go out any farther. It could. I'm not saying it can't. If we did that, I'd want to go with another section of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could do 2 here. But then I want that to be even, so, or not even, but symmetrical. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'd stop here. And that's where this starts to feel really squirrely because it's got an odd shape to it, right? But I like the idea of having like a little kind of courtyard there. This could even be a little bit wider. But the main thing I think we have to do is figure out how we're going to reshape this section. I'm happy with the part that goes in front of the house there. I'm happy with this section right here. And we want these to be right, so we might have to go by one more. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I don't think it's going to come in from here. I feel like it's going to be either 7 or 9, right? And then from here, it's actually going to go out. And then we're going to have to gradually work our way. Like we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. And then a large number of blocks. So we'll have to figure this out. I smell math coming. Mo2277, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. And JM Drifts, thanks for the follow also. B Ramsey, hello. Hope you're having a good day. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3. Not quite 24, which would have been nice. Divisions of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we could just do 5 then, right? So get rid of all this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's annoying. Rah. Does that work as far as what we want it to do? So then we there. That means this would be a stair. And no. We would want the stair to be right. I remember this now. It's better to go in evens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go with 6 here. Because I want that stair connection to be solid. Then stair, stair. I don't want this to be 4. I'll have to go 6 again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and it has to go up somewhere here too. Where did I go? There's definitely spots where I've gone up. And I want to refresh my memory as to how I did it. Hey, McScrewgun. Welcome back from the lurk. Ah, there we go. The staircase over here, even though you can't see it very well. So we're going... Looks like we're going down on the solids. It's the easiest way to go down on the solid blocks rather than the stairs. I like the idea of going up by a block. Where? I feel like it would make more sense to do it here. So we'll go up here, solid, and then that. Feels pretty good. Again, not sure about the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Generally, you'd want this to be getting longer, not shorter. Oh, that's going to mess up down here. Hold on. Oh, that's not terrible. Let's remove this. But yeah, generally, you wouldn't want this to be short. If we made that longer, again, we have to go by 2 blocks because we want the staircase to be here. Or the stair block, rather. Yeah. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense as to why this would curve in, but it looks better, so we'll go with that. Now here, unfortunately, we do not want a stair. We're going to want a full block there. So this is going to get shorter by a bit. Going to come out here first. I think that feels pretty good. Hey, the MacCast, how's it going? I don't know why I keep on calling you the MacCast in chat. I default to reading names verbatim on stream. How are things in California? It's very much winter here. So it's not like crazy big, but I like the fact that this kind of has like a special thing. We could go out even farther, which could be kind of fun to mess with, but I feel like that feels anything bigger, and I think it would make this feel less important. I'm okay with that. Now here, unfortunately, we might want it to go out a little bit farther, or, well, I don't want to dial that back. Oh, wait a minute. We want this to end, don't we? Right, so this doesn't matter. We want there to be a staircase probably in here somewhere so that you can get from the lower wall to the upper wall like inside something here. So I feel like we're going to push this out farther, at least a block. Because I like the idea of having this decoration go like right along here. So then I guess we'll just go with this, and then we can take this to here and stop it there. A little bit of an overlap. Gives a asymmetrical look to this. Kind of cool. And then probably, I want to say maybe here. I am completely guessing at this. But then we'll have stone stairs that will go up inside. And then we'll start anew, probably here. And then we'll have to redesign this section. You're leaving California soon. I didn't know that. Decided the weather was just too nice, so we're heading to South Dakota. Really? Wow. That's a big change. Normally you don't see that. Well, I say that, and I know a lot of, and I say a lot, I've anecdotally, the circles that I listen to in podcasts, I feel like a lot of people, a lot of the internet folks I listen to have moved from California to places like Colorado. Colorado seems to be a big zone for people. We're going to have to add some vertical things here. You're the first I've told publicly. Oh, wow. Well, I hope I didn't force the situation. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I don't know my U.S. Geography very well. Is that a long distance move? I mean, obviously, like from state to state is a big move, but like, is that a really big distance? Seen people go to Texas, Idaho, Arizona, Florida. Really? I didn't think Florida was a destination in our kind of peer groups. Three-day drive. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a trek. That's a trek. A lot of Northerners retire to Florida. Well, yeah, that's fair. I mean, my parents used to winter in Florida, but just from the general consensus of like, you know, the last couple of years with COVID, I see a lot of people wanting to leave Florida rather than wanting to go to it. I mean, that's coming from a Canadian, so like don't think that I'm really following it that closely. I would trust people in America as to what the zeitgeist is going on more so. So the only thing that looks a little bit silly is that little jaunt right there. Does feel a little bit strange. I'm wondering if we have to make that a little bit longer. We can't get rid of it entirely, unfortunately. And I feel like that section might be a little bit much. We might want to make that a vertical thing. So what's happened here is we're probably going to get rid of this round section and make it a little bit more straight. And it might involve just getting in there and removing it entirely. Rather than trying to adjust what's already there, we're probably going to get rid of it. Now, I don't want to move this. Like I kind of want to leave that where it is because this section of wall works very well. I feel like I'd like to try and continue that. It's a tighter curve. I feel like we should probably just come straight up here. And this might be, I don't know if it's going to be worth getting a beacon. I left my beacon back at the... I'm probably going to go get a beacon for this. Otherwise, it's just going to take forever. So let's do that before I break again. We'll drop off some inventory and we'll go get the beacon. I can understand that, Macast. Yeah. I can understand that. I mean, I'm someone that's looking into, not now, but like 2025 and beyond, into trying to get a house, and just everything is just so expensive, even where I am. We have a lot of people from out of province buying and causing the housing market to be quite high. But I can understand the move to, you know, more affordable, especially, you know, in terms of flexibility, because I know that you work in some cases remotely, and certainly your podcast work you can do anywhere. So like it does give you options, which is nice, I have to say. Not having to worry about where I live because of my job is awesome. The only thing that gets me down a little bit is that I can't go like super rural because the internet around here starts to suck, and I need my internet. Starter house in California is $500,000. Yep. I've seen stuff around here. Any normal home, like decent normal home, is between $400,000 and $500,000 Canadian. So that's cheaper in America, but you know, you live where you live, so it's all relevant. But yeah, I've seen, like, the house that I grew up in was very small, little bungalow from the 70s, and I think that would go for nearly $500,000 here. It's bananas. Bananas. I need more rockets. I need... There's the beacon. I think this is the box I need to bring, because I've got the other beacon as well. I've been meaning to collect it for a while, so that's probably why I want to do it. Let's... I'll bring that empty shulker just in case. Company's now full remote since COVID, so I keep my job. That's great. Hopefully they don't do that silly thing where I've seen people have to deal with companies adjusting, and don't answer this if it's too personal. But and I'm just generally speaking, not you specifically, but I've seen people complain about companies reducing their salary because they've moved from a place like, you know, California, where like your cost of living is high, to a lower cost place, which is a smart financial decision. But then the company is like not going to give you a raise because they think that you don't need one. I think it's a terrible, you know, you should be paid for your skills. Again, not directing it at you, MacCast, but just like the general feeling that I have about that kind of stuff. You know? So this will just be a quick trip back to, I think, the Moss Farm is where my beacon is. I mean, we'll see it. It's a giant beacon. How can you not see it? Aha! Ah, yes, right. I remember now. Oh, some funky texture stuff going on here. Hard lesson I had to learn with Minecraft is remove beacons from the bottom up, because you'll at least get haste 1 as you're removing the beacon, and it's not until the very end that you're stuck doing it at normal speed. I used to remove them from the top down for some reason, and it always took forever. Pay by skill, not on location. They get way better talent. Exactly. Exactly my point. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. take it from me. Like, if I'm doing illustration, it shouldn't matter where in the world I decide to live. I'm going to charge you based on whether or not I'm a good illustrator or not, right? Ultimate Prime, thanks very much. Appreciate that. Matt Cast has contributed it. Matt Cast is one of the members on the server. I was just saying the other day, we were all hanging out in the 118 world, Matt Cast, and we don't really have a theme for the area, or the 118 zone, I should say. We don't have a theme, but I was saying how much I liked the fact that Dartmouth Meadows has got all kinds of really cool stuff. Everything's made differently, but it all matches. And I cited your modern house as a example of, like, it doesn't look like the barn, it doesn't look like a farm, it doesn't look like a log cabin, but it all still matches with Dartmouth Meadows, right? And that's what I'm thinking is going to be a good strategy for the new 118 zone, is to, like, let people build what they want, conscious of your neighbor, but not any one particular theme. We've got other zones for that. Like, if you want to build medieval fantasy, we've got a zone for that. You want to build a modern city, we've got a zone for that. But the 118 area, I thought it would be kind of fun just to kind of go back, seeing as we can't go back to, like, our roots with, like, early Minecraft, we can at least build kind of like Minecraft style with giant air quotes. I'm not exactly sure how to say that, but kind of have fun with it, that eclectic style that goes with Minecraft. We haven't been here in a while. I'm not sure how many people know about the moss farm. This thing is a beast. It's right next to our iron farm, and it outputs everything underground into a storage system where they slide down honey blocks. And we've got absolutely tons and tons of stuff. Very cool. Now that Alistair is feeling better, we have to schedule that server tour. Because he still wants to do that with me. You found a 118 zone. Oh, it's all great. Yeah, you're busy. You're busy. Yes, I'll show you. Seeing as we're right here at the World Hub, which is what we call this place for anybody that's watching, we've been using command blocks for anybody new to the channel, and we use them to set up giant air quotes portals. So the modern city portal is down there. There's just a couple of buttons at the bottom that you press, and it takes you to the modern city. And then the medieval zone is over here. And so, Macast, if you've been to the medieval zone, then finding the 118 area is pretty easy. These two, the blue and or I guess that's cyan. Cyan and purple, that takes you to the northern medieval. This takes you to the southern medieval. And then right across the way there, the yellow one, in the mountain, that's the 118 mountain zone. Actually, let's go see if anybody's changed anything. Curious. Oh, looks like some more lights have been put up over there. I'm going to sleep here so I don't get shot. If you come out here, come prepared. Steven had a really rough go the other night. We were exploring the lush cave, and he kept dying. I think he ended up kind of getting frustrated. So I've decided to come out in full final gear. I'm not coming out here naked as the day I was born and hoping for the best. But we've got a couple of things laid out. There's a path that goes along the mountain and out to a lush cave where I want to live. And it doesn't look like they've done anything up here, but there's temporary housing in the village up there for people. But it's a pretty fun area. It is really nice terrain, yeah. And I've got this path that kind of winds down to the shore. So I thought maybe like a dock down here with a path that kind of comes up the mountain. And then you look at this when you arrive at town would be kind of fun. And one of the things we're thinking about doing, which is a suggestion from Steven, is at spawn. Like if you die up here without a bed and you spawn way back at spawn, even getting to the world hub is a little bit of a chore. So in the spawn area on the server, we might like designate a 118 spawn, and we'll just create a quick teleport so that people, if they die, they can like kind of pretend that they went to a designated spawn area here and just use a command block to get themselves back. But you'll see, like, we just teleported like 20,000 blocks or something crazy. And then another 10,000 to get to, or 9,000 to get to the medieval area. The caves, I think, are more dangerous than another. I agree with you. Yep. We had skeletons and creepers coming at us like crazy. And the thing about the creepers is that I don't want them to blow up my cave. You know, like I've got this really nice lush cave picked out to build in, and I don't want the creepers blowing it up. How's your day going, Sir Hamilton? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, this is feeling really, really funky. So where's going to be a good place to put a beacon here? I don't want to put it out in front because that's going to be a problem. So we'll probably end up putting it... What's a beacon? It's 50 blocks is the radius. So we probably have to put it kind of like on the second tier here. It's going to be kind of annoying. Anyway, we'll do that when I get back. I'm going to take another short break. Again, if you're new to the channels, I think a lot of you are. I take a short break once an hour. I just kind of stretch my legs, rest my eyes from the screen. You should too. Get yourself a snack, refresh your coffee, and we'll be back in a few minutes with more Minecraft. All right, back to work. First we sleep. Whoop. All my beds are like up against the wall. It's very, very disorienting when you get out of bed and you're just like, I just woke up. Stared at the wall. All right, so beacon. Beacon has to go down. And where did I say? Probably like right here. Yeah, I wonder why that's fighting. That's such a strange... I have not adjusted any of my textures. Has anybody noticed that with the vanilla textures? Is that something that I've got a data pack or something that's doing it? This is probably wide enough. One. I guess he had a suicide pact. I think it's your connected block texture. Oh, you're right. That's probably a vanilla tweaks thing that needs to be changed. Oops. I think that's a thing I've got from vanilla tweaks. You're right. I've been playing with vanilla tweaks for so long I forget what's vanilla tweaks and what's vanilla Minecraft. And I don't have an iron ingot with me. Whoops. Nope. I don't know if I've ever used a beacon in this area. All right, where are we dissecting this? I would say right here. Definitely worth going to get the beacon. That is for sure. Go right from here. And where do we want to chop it off? I guess like really right at the base. So all I'm going to do for like technical purposes is I'm going to use dirt just here for now. And that's going to mask it from the map. So we can at least see where we were. but it's not going to be gray. So then we can start to map out the new wall in the stone and have a clear vision from the map what it's going to look like. Why would I use gold for the beacon? All of my gold goes into golden carrots. We've got an iron farm, so we use iron. I wanted dirt. Why is it easier to take down after? Doesn't matter what ingot you put in, it's the same result. Oh, you mean gold for the... You mean gold blocks. Is gold faster to mine than iron? Again, it's not it's just that we have more iron. We have a lot more iron than we have gold. Especially since I do the golden carrots thing. Probably end up rethinking that. But. Okay, collect all the things. I don't think I'm going to bother to rip out the andesite and the stone underneath here. I don't think it's necessary. Just adding more work for myself. So from the top down, we can see where we were. And now we can go up there and design kind of what we want to be. I'm thinking that instead of going back in, I might want to come out flush. That might be the way to go. As well as keeping that shulker box, you're also welcome to change the name of the shulker box. Oh, did I miss a shulker box? Did I get presents? I didn't even see anything. Was there a new shulker? What? What did I miss, Cosmic? Oh, you may keep the shulker box. This one. Oh, I see. Yeah, I've just been using it as like a catch-all for now. Yeah, so we might want to push this to be out and go past this. Because I like the idea of having more room past the stairs. So that's probably going to mean changing this. Honestly, I think I might change this. Oh, I need to go bring a thing. I think I'll change it to haste 1 just so I'm not completely obliterating all of my builds. I do find it hard to build with haste. I remember it was very tricky in the Nether. Maybe we'll do regen. Feels like a maze inside. Oh. Did that in the wrong spot. I really like the acacia and the roof. It worked out so well. Thanks, Cosmic. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know what to do about this one yet. We could try it. We could try it. Yeah, I think that works out much better. This still feels strange. I'm really debating if, as much as I like this nice little cozy 3-block, 4 blocks might be too much, but I feel like there's no real need for this to be indented here, which is unfortunate. Like for me, it would look much nicer if this was straight across, right where I'm, like this section here was filled in, but don't quite know. So I don't want this to get any bigger, right? I like the fact that this isn't longer. And I like the fact that this covers your entire experience on the wall, so I'll leave it for now. It's probably not the end of the world. It might look okay in the end. No, the beacon does look really funny in the overhead map. Really sticks out, doesn't it? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oop. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is where I think it's going to start to change directions. Or do we go to 11? Well, that won't be there because we'll need to exit at some point, right? So maybe... Oh, that's wrong. To remove some of this. Learn from trial and error that the way to do this is to draw the outside line that you want and then make it thicker. I'm assuming it's Evil Freak. Thanks. Yeah. The curve part that we just hid stuck out kind of funny. I mean, this part adds character. I mean, I'm cool with it not being straight. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's just this weird little... I think it just might be me thinking it looks weird on the map when in reality it probably either won't be noticeable. See, I'm seeing this little section of 2 and I find it really... It sticks out in a funny way to me. But that our tune might change once we bring everything forward. And I'm just going to copy what we have and then fill in the rest. So it's not going to be too bad. I'm trying to avoid all that detail work before I know exactly where all the different sections are going to be. So we know this is going to change design. Zero's minimap and Zero's full map. And this is the Z key. So you can zoom in on this one a little bit. And you can use the M key to then look at the full area. And what I like so much about it is that it uses the natural block colors and gives you like little shadows when you change terrain height. Like you can sort of see where we've got this like change in terrain. There's like a little darker line. It's so much more attractive than vanilla maps, because the vanilla maps are so like crazy. What's the difference between the two? One of them you have to install server side, the other one you don't, I think. No, that's not right, because I have them both on client. You don't get one without, like you can get one or the other or both, but they work independently. I think the mini map might depend on the world map. I don't know. Oh, that's wrong. So we want to travel that distance. This is probably going to end up being shorter, which is going to mess up those stairs. So yeah, I think we're probably going to end up traveling at an angle here. Where did I do 45s? There's a 45 there. Yeah, I totally need to do a 45-degree angle wall. And those I think are easier because you have to use stairs. Yeah, you just use solid blocks and skip a block. So 3 by 3, and then I'm starting to travel on 2 on the end. Okay. So if we take that example and look at this like a 3 by 3, we start to travel on these two, and then we just start going 45. I can't believe that worked out that well. I don't think we would be able to do much here other than maybe shorten it a bit and have a couple of sections of 2. But this is also going to line up wrong. I don't know any mods for Bedrock, sorry. I feel like that's a decent amount of room. We might want to make this a little bit wider. This feels really tight. We could mess around with that a little bit. Now that this is more open, we could maybe screw around with how these things go. So the line would actually be here. We go from being smooth to pretty angular, so I might want to try to bring it in a little bit tighter. That does create a nice kind of look, though. It looks very fortified, very strong. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll try to see how much room we have to just soften the corner here. And let's just go with this, that, 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 that. So that does work out very nicely. However, if we wanted to start going in sections of 2, we'd have to start back here. That's right. Dang Rice and Jimmy. I do believe I've heard Foxy No Tail does some good Bedrock content for mods and things. Oh, and thanks very much. I'm glad you're listening to the Spawn Chunks. I'm assuming you're listening to the Spawn Chunks. I do another one too called the Citadel Cafe. Little Jaybird, it's a really easy mod to install for the minimap. I would go with the world map first. The minimap, I use the minimap more for the heads up stuff, the coordinates, the time of day, etc. I don't tend to use the minimap very often. This is what I use usually when I'm trying to sort out the builds. So if we go 2 there and then 2 there, to do 3 of them, so I'll have to knock out those 2 blocks. Oops. Mixed screw gun. So then these would end up being stair blocks, and they're in the wrong spot. Dang it. So we'd have to start here. Screw gun. Now, sometimes leave these little bits. There, see how that kind of softened up the corner a little bit? I don't think I'd want to do the same thing here. I don't think I want an S-curve. I feel like that corner is probably going to be a nice essential piece. Totally worth being woken from the nap because I'm shouting your name. That's great. How to get Screwgun's attention. Fall off of something. So really what I want to explore here is how does this look? Oh, that's wrong. Once we start placing all these in. So I'm not worried about all the details just now. I'm just trying to get that corner and see how that corner looks. Once the stairs are in on that top level, I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I don't think we need a soft transition there. We could probably fudge it if we wanted to. It would just mean coming out a little bit farther there. It's the kind of thing that I can add easy enough later. But like, if we wanted to, we could have... There'd be like here, we could go out by 2 here and soften it up a bit if we really wanted to. Okay, cool. Do I want this to be broader? Usually I just try to make these feel like you're not going to fall off and kill yourself. I feel like that feels pretty good. Plus, I kind of want to keep these stairs for now, although that's going to be tricky. I think that's why there was trapdoors there. It's because it felt kind of low on the head. So leave those there for now. Okay, part's done. Got some stairs. Need more stuff. Wonder what this looks like. That. I might not want to do full. Yeah, I think we're gonna do. Pressure plates there. Just a little bit too heavy. And got pressure plates already built somewhere. All the trapdoors are just temporary. I'll get something else there eventually. Pressure plates. Evil Freak, thanks very much. I'm glad that you're liking the builds. Oh, I went the wrong way. Easily done in this maze. Yeah, I think that'll add just enough. Just enough. Don't know if we're going to keep those as bricks, actually. Maybe I should have waited on that. Aha, that's not going to work. So this is just problematic narrow. So one way I like to mess around with this is we can take this and we can make this inside. And then that means from a symmetrical point of view, we can make that inside, which means we can change all of these. And by putting in temporary blocks, we can now go outside here, outside there, and then inside here, which makes this just that little bit wider that you're not bumping yourself as you go by. And hopefully it looks okay from down here. Yeah. A little bit more texture there. I just didn't like all of these being smooth on the inside. Like this looks okay, but when all 4 of those are the same, it looks very smooth. I like the texture addition there. Or not texture, geometry. That's better. Yeah. Okay. This is probably going to move as well. Probably going to move this out. Whoa! Next screw gun. That was a big one. What was the tip? The trapdoors? Why is your pickaxe called Wendy? For fun? A lot of my stuff has got Wendy the Stone Whisperer, Willow Wood Chipper, Daisy Digs a Lot, you know, Winona You Dino. Just fun puns and stuff like that. I usually name them in like, so like my fortune pickaxe is something really aggressive, you know, like Harriet the Hammer or something fun. Oh, I guess that doesn't have to be too deep. All this is coming out. So we can actually connect these two inside. They don't have to be separate. The tower might end up being its own thing. So I'm not sure about that yet. A little bit of a sideways jaunt, but I like that. I think that's okay. We might wonder if we could swing it where the door would be here. We might, I don't know. I think it might look better with just one offset. Just a pain in the butt. But for looks, it might look better to have it be outside. And I'm not sure about that part either. We do that, it'll probably end up being regular stairs. Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure if we'll keep that, but let's go back out here. Yeah, not sure about that. We might have to think about a different way to have that. Because if I do that, I feel like I want to have that on all the sides. Like if I do this here, I kind of want to do it on the front as well, which means it would look like that a little bit, right? But that's going to look very different from everything else. So unclear. We may end up adjusting that a bit. I mean, one simple solution would be to bring this down straight, right? Like to just have an extra wall there. But overall, I think it's feeling pretty good. I wonder what this would look like if we switched that out for stone. The top of the gate here. I feel like I've done that elsewhere as well. I'm getting to the point now where it's hard to remember what design patterns I've used in what areas. I think that works. Although I think I like it better with that. This particular section might actually look better entirely brick. I mean, this is all non-textured. Like we'll go through and add cracked bricks and andesite and like proper, you know, a balance of texture. I don't know. I'm not sure if I like that. I think I might like it better as brick. Only one way to find out. Let's do half and half. It does get very plain when you do it all stone brick. What if the stairs were stone? Try something else. Do I really? Am I short by one stair? I'm short by one stair. Jeez. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll see. If I do that, I wonder if I can try moving that entirely. Never done anything like this. I wonder if I can get this to look like an arch within an arch. Maybe. That's cool, but it looks a little bit weak. So let's try a full block here. And then maybe a slab there. Not a slab. Oh, that's not going to work either. No, that looks kind of weak as well. That weird thing where you want that vertical slab, right? If I put this here. That's not bad. It doesn't work symmetrically though. Darn it. Oh, I know. That way. Not quite what I was going for. It looks a little bit funny because it's not symmetrical. So we just do this sooner. I'll leave it for now. Not my favorite, but it's good to experiment sometimes. So you're doing some marking, it sounds like. Triple bypass. That's cool. It's nice when you can find content that you can kind of put on in the background. And we'll go bricks. I think I might like that look better. So eventually, what we'll probably end up doing is maybe rethinking this into a different material. I think this might be better if it was plain stone. That could work to our advantage because we can make this shape out of plain stone, and that could end up looking better in the long run. Cool. Yeah, I wish the llamas would just leave. I've got andesite on me, not enough. Yeah, I do. Okay. So for now, I think we can start to pull some of this stuff forward. And do I have? Yes, I got some dirt. Maybe we'll pop a brick in there. Gonna have to remember, if I leave any of these hollow, we'll have to go back and fill them in. Because otherwise we'll just end up with zombie noises constantly. Oop. Out of stuff. Couple of those. Couple of those. It's nice when you don't have to like design it from scratch. You know, you've got a pattern that you've already established. You don't have to think about it too much. Case in point, hear the zombie already? That's why we don't want to leave these hollow. But I want to make sure that I'm happy with where they are before I start filling everything in, because otherwise I'll just drive myself crazy trying to fix it all. Looks like that's one from the top. In the meantime, we can just put a torch down. So this is the part that I think is going to look funky. This part here. It's too tall. Oh, you'll pay attention to where the andesite is. We're adding like a good 4 or 5 blocks to the outside of this. Big change. Goes up by 2. Oh, no, that's wrong. This is the kind of stuff that makes me dizzy. So sometimes if I'm not talking, it's because I'm trying to not get too woozy looking straight up. For whatever reason, looking up in Minecraft always gets to me. Does anybody else get that? When you're looking like up or straight down in Minecraft? So we'll have to mess around with that a little bit. Bexy Bermuda gifting a tier 1 sub to the community. And that went to G Dizzle78. Welcome in. Thanks so much for the support and the gift sub, Bexy, excuse me. If you do get a gift sub on the channel, make sure you connect your Discord and your Twitch. Then you can jump in and enjoy the community on the Discord in between streams. We have a lot of fun in there, I think. This is less tedious for lighting it up because of the new 118 spawning mechanics, of course. This is when the wall gets unreachable from down here. Oops. The rest I think we can get from the inside. Thank you, Cosmic. Yes, we should probably look for someone to raid, because I'm just about done with this wall. Where are the holes? I think that's everything. Just this little bit right here. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to make it. And it's actually on this side. Smurf, thanks so much for the support this weekend, for hanging out. Really appreciate your contributions. Have a good one. Have a good Monday tomorrow. I mean, we'll fix up this part here. And honestly, we'll probably end up making this part look a lot more like this over here with like cobble at the bottom and make it look a little bit nicer. We've done nothing to incorporate this into the landscape. It's quite possible that I either remove more grass or add grass in. I'm not sure yet. So at this point, the only thing that's kind of sticking out to me as odd is this section right here. It looks good when you're up there, but it looks very odd from down here. So we might end up wrapping that around, which will push a lot of this out. So we might end up changing a little bit of this, which is why I've not bothered with fixing any of this stuff down here, because what we do up here is going to affect how wide this part of the wall is. So that's why I'm leaving that angled section unfinished. However, from the top down, this looks like a lot more of a standard kind of castle or fortified build. So I'm quite happy with this. Quite happy with that. Still feeling that this section right here is weird. And I don't know if it's just me. I don't know whether you, the chat, feel like that sticks out in a funny way, but I don't know. I mean, it's missing some details and stuff like that, but maybe this little 2 section just needs to be longer. Maybe we need to make it like 4. So then it would be like 4 here, and we could change that. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. We'll have to figure it out. Joe Hart, I'm guessing it's Hart, or Hurt. Thanks so much for subscribing with Prime. 137 subs. We've gone up, I want to say 10 this weekend on that way to the $200 sub goal. Thanks so much for the Prime. Make sure you connect your Discord and Twitch accounts and join us in the Discord. Appreciate it. Plus, you'll have fun. All right. I feel like we've come a long way. I'm still not sure about the top of this tower, which is why I'm leaving it for now. But we did a lot of adjustments in here today, and I'm feeling much more confident that what we've built here is very much staying where it is. Like, I don't feel the need to adjust this building. This alleyway feels good. This little square feels important. We've got lots of room in here for something fun. Even a larger section kind of planned out here. Even though we haven't finished them, I feel like where they are in space is good. Only thing I would have liked to have done maybe is moved. Well, I can't move this closer because then it would be in the square. So there are some sacrifices that have been made, but I feel like this feels very harsh right here, this connection. So we'll need to do something more. And it could be something as simple as just, you know, changing the way that the roof connects. Maybe if we bring this up at an angle, it'll look a little bit better. So we can mess around with that. Actually, let's try one more. Yeah, see, even that makes that feel more interesting, right? Anyway, we can mess around and see what we can come up with. Yeah, I'm happy that everyone has been able to hang out this weekend. Be sure to check out the Spawn Chunks. We're going to be recording tomorrow. That's myself and Pixel Riffs. That's the free podcast I do every week about Minecraft with Pix. That is at thespawnchunks.com. The other podcast that I do is called the Citadel Cafe. We've had a couple of weeks off, but we're back this week with Stephen ESC, who's a member of the server actually with me. And so we'll be talking about probably some Marvel stuff, maybe some Star Wars stuff on that podcast coming up this Wednesday. What else is going on? You can, of course, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Just my name, Joel Duggan, very easy to find. And Patreon. Patreon is one of the best ways. We've had a number of people ask about the Discord this weekend, specifically people that haven't been able to sub on Twitch, which is fine. But check out Patreon. It's patreon.com/JoelDuggan. It is the most affordable way to join the community and support the streams. Plus, it renews automatically. You don't have to worry about clicking it yourself. And it's cheaper than Twitch. So if you're on a budget and you'd still like to support, I very much appreciate it. I could not do this without the awesome support of you folks, without the incredible support of my mods like Hunter555 and Cosmic Dancer, and others that are not here right now. And obviously just financial support from you folks this weekend has just been fantastic. And I'm so excited that I get to do this every weekend with you all. So hope you have a good one. We're going to try to pass you on for a raid. Looks like Andy is Yoda is playing. We can try that. If not, I might check my list for someone else, but we will pass you on to somebody playing Minecraft. So don't go anywhere, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.